Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Rosario Borgesi. In this video, we will see how to create an AI agent with the Eliza framework that executes operations on the StarkNet blockchain. We will see how this agent allow us to transfer tokens, for example, Ether. We will see also how to deploy an Unruggable meme coin on StarkNet, and we will also see the other operations that we can perform, like swapping tokens or also creating subdomains. So let's get started. The first thing to do to use this agent, of course, is to install a StarkNet compatible wallet, and then, of course, found this wallet. An example could be, for example, Bravos, which is, I believe, the most used wallet for StarkNet. And it has this simple interface. As you can see here, it is very simple to use. You can find the wallet from here, from this button deposit. The second thing to do is, of course, to clone the Eliza repo and then run the git checkout command, this command here. This is used to get the latest tag. This is the page of the Eliza repo. As you can see in the README, you can you have two possibilities to get to clone the repository. You can use the project, the repo Eliza Starter or the repo Eliza. If you use the Eliza Starter repo, you have to manually install the plugin, and also you will not have the possibility to run the front end, the chat client that runs in the browser, which is instead included in this repo, the Eliza main repo. So I suggest you to use this repository. The next step to do is to add the StarkNet plugin to the agent runtime. This basically means that when we have cloned our repo, we have something like this. We should go to the index file, which is inside the agent repository, and look for agent runtime. Okay. Sorry. Okay, it should be here, line 1014. So as you can see here, it imports all the plugins, but it seems that it does not import the plugin StarkNet. So you should add it by yourself, and of course you should import it this way, like it has been done for all the other packages. Because of course, Eliza is a project that has a lot of packages, of plugins, sorry. So they are imported right away, but unfortunately, the StarkNet plugin was not imported, so we need to do ourselves. The next thing to do, being a PNPM project, is to install the dependencies and then also run PNPM build. Once we have done this, we should rename the .env.example file into a .env file and set the following variables. These three are the main important, of course: StarkNet address, StarkNet private key, a StarkNet RPC URL. And of course, the URL, if you want to use the mainnet, you should use an RPC for the mainnet. Otherwise, you can use an RPC for Sipolia. And here I have added this environment variable because we will use OpenAI, but you could also use Entropic. But if you use Entropic, you should also set up properly the character file as we will see later on. So in the next page, of course, I have added this point. So we can either create a new character file or modify an existing one, but we have to specify model provider OpenAI because we want to use OpenAI. In this case, for our project, as you can see in the characters folders, I've created a file jack.character.json, which is our character file, but you can use one of these character file here, there is no problem. It is a very simple character file, nothing special, just added some particular feature that are related to the StarkNet blockchain. As you can see here I have reported some operations that can be done with the plugin, StarkNet plugin on the on-chain, which are, for example, transferring, swapping, creating tokens, subdomains, and so on. But the most important thing here is that I have added the model provider OpenAI. So if you use another character, be sure that you put a correct model provider. And of course, if you plan to use Anthropic or another large language model provider, you should set this accordingly. So once we have prepared our character to start the agent, we should run pnpm start minus minus characters, our character, the character that we want to use. And this will start the agent, which is a backend application, so a Node.js application. But as I said earlier, in the Eliza project, there is also the possibility to run a chat, a front-end client that can be started by running pnpm start semicolon client, and it is available at localhost 5173. And this is how this is the client that I was talking about, where you can chat with the agent. So, for example, I say, "Hi, man, how are you?" Here, of course, the program is elaborating the response. Okay, as you can see, I've selected the GTP for all the model of OpenAI. Here it answers, "Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How can I assist on StarkNet today?" So let's now talk about the plugin, the StarkNet plugin. You can find it in the folder packages. Then you go here to the plugin StarkNet. Here there is a README. So it says the operation that can do this plugin. Some don't work because I believe that this project is at its early stages. So it says here you can create a token, transfer token, do a balance management, portfolio analytics, a lot of operation here. The main stuff, main important thing is that we set these three variables. And what is important here is that basically if you look at the actions folder, you can see all the actions that this agent can do. So this agent can, for example, transfer tokens. Here, for example, there are some example of how we can use this action. For example, send 10 ether to this domain.stark, or to this address. For example, we could also test this. Very We can write, for example, send this minimum amount of token of ether to this which is my second account. I run send message. Let's see what happens in the console. Okay, yes, called the action send token. Okay, if you look here, send token. Here you can see that the name of this action, it is send token. So it has been called. If we go here, it says, okay, sure thing, I'll send this token. The transfer is successful, and you can check it here. So if I go to, for example, StarkNet scan, Stark scan, okay, I search this transaction. Okay. This transaction has been accepted on L2. This is the amount of Ether that we are transferring. This is the gas fee that we are paying. Of course, we are in a layer 2, so we are paying a very less fee. As you can see here, it says also more information about this transfer function that we are calling, because of course, Ether in StarkNet are ERC20, so they have a method transfer. This is the recipient, and this is the amount we are transferring. So if I go here to my wallet, I should see that there is some activity, which should be this one. Okay, 2 minutes ago. Okay, this is the transaction. It seems that everything went fine from this is my address. This is my second address. Amount. Okay, it seems to be fine. So the other thing that we can do is, for example, create an Unruggable meme coin. So if you don't know what is an Unruggable meme coin, it is a framework. So you can check, for example, Unruggable meme coin StarkNet. Okay, it is this framework here that allows you to deploy ERC20 token that avoid to be for the client, for the investors, the people who invest in this meme coin, to be rug pulled. So this means that to avoid that once the meme coin it is created, the people get away with all the money, and the meme coin then is worth nothing. Here there is the GitHub page, which is explained a little bit, which gives a little bit of information, but basically it is an ERC20. So going back to our project, we can see that, for example, we could call, this is the name of the action, deploy StarkNet Unruggable meme coin, and these are some examples of how we can deploy this meme coin. For example, deploy a new token called the Lords with symbol Lords owned by. Okay, this is the supply on StarkNet. So we can test this here on our agent. Okay, this is the text that I have prepared. I don't know why the screen, the previous chat has been lost. But deploy a new token called the Rosario with symbol RSR owned by, this is my account, and initial supply of on StarkNet. Let's send this. It will. Oh, okay. Here it has called the action. Here it says that there are some errors, but in reality, uh, it has deployed it, because I have tried this before, and we can check this by going, for example, if we go here and check for this account, we can see that the last transaction is here, create a meme coin accepted. So this is the transaction. Okay, as you can see here, it has called create meme coin. It seems to be it is successful. Create a meme coin. It has deployed this contract. This is the supply for the RSR token. Here you can see that the owner is my address. The name is Rosario, symbol RSR, initial supply is this one, and this is the contract address salt. If we go to the contract deployed, okay, we can see that this is an ERC20 because, of course, as we said, an Unruggable meme coin, it is an ERC20 token. So it seems that it has worked. I don't know why it says that there are some errors. Maybe later on it will also appear here. So it seems to be fine. The other things that theoretically we could do it is the swap of token, but I've tried this and it does not work. For example, here as you can see, this is the name of the action, execute StarkNet swap. We could, for example, say, okay, swap 10 Ether for Lords, but I've tried this, it does not work. Other things that we can do here, it is create a subdomain. Here there is also this action to create a subdomain, and there is also this action here, take order. Okay, this could also be used uh, in a context of a DeFi application. But of course, here in the README are reported all the example of the things that we can do. So it is um, a great plugin that allows to perform a lot of operations on StarkNet, but it is, I believe, at its early stages, so it will improve in the um, going forward. So, guys, we have reached the end of the video. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below. And thank you for watching and see you in the next one.